Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome in any of our readings. So today we'll ask our spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming your way. Please use these readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. We have some charms and some initials and lots of messages from your spirit guides. So let's call them in. Let's see what they have for you today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Spirit, I call upon you for my Sagittarius today. What is important for them to know and hear? What is it that you have for them? I am listening for you now. I have a strategy. This card always makes me laugh because there's always that person out there that you go on the first date and they're like, well, I don't want to call them the next day. I've got to wait 2 days. I don't want to look too anxious. I don't want to look too desperate, and they have to like plan it out. So you could have somebody that comes across as they are a planner. They're going to think about it. They go by like these weird timelines. Like they're not going to tell somebody they are in love with them, even if they are too soon, because they haven't had enough time, so they have like these weird rules around dates and times in their head. But it's all good. It's all good. But just kind of know that going into it. They are the real deal. Okay, I'll take the real deal, Spirit. I have a soulmate energy. Okay, so, some of us want that soulmate, right? We won't settle for anything less. So how do we know it's a soulmate, Spirit? Maybe that's something we can get some answers on today. Like how will we know the difference if this is a true soulmate today? I have flighty. Okay, so somebody who isn't all in would be the first thing. So if somebody isn't all in and they're totally into you, the person who you're supposed to be with can't wait to see you again. They can't wait to hear your voice again. They go out of their way to make plans for that next time because it's all about being in your energy. So it's the person who keeps putting them in places and situations so they can spend as much time with you as they can, because they just can't get enough of you. I like that. Mind games in flighty is not a soulmate. Okay. So I'm just going to put it out there, like no mind games. Okay. Like maybe that's something that this person says to you, like, I'm not going to get into mind games with anybody. So you start playing mind games, I'm out of here, So it could be actually something that you talk about, whether you say it or they say it. But the soulmates don't play mind games like that. They really try their hardest to not hurt the other person, to be in this connection. I have a dream lover. That would be a soulmate trait. How about I've never been this emotionally connected to somebody when I make love to them? I'm going to go with very emotional also, because I just felt like when I made love to you, I have almost tears in my eyes. And, it's like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. It's just that I'm so happy. I've never felt this close to anybody before. So it's very emotional and intimate is how I feel. So there's a sense of I've never been this close to anybody. So I would be in agreement with that soulmate energy today. I have a little bit old-fashioned, taking it slow. Maybe we don't sleep together for a long time. Maybe we wait. That's part of the fun. We don't just jump into bed, so that when we do make love, it has a lot more meaning. So something is going on here. I'm going to walk away from the mind games. There is a feeling of this person's very upfront with you, and I would say it's a very adult thing. They're adulting. they just don't have time for it, is how it's coming into me. That they don't have time for like little kid games. They don't have time for fooling around. They want to find somebody real. They want an intimate connection. I have a nightlife. Okay, so that tells me we like to have a good time. Doesn't mean we go out every night, but and I am feeling I do like big cities. It doesn't mean that I live in a big city, but I like to, they're saying an adventure into a big city. So it could be, I would love a weekend away in New York and just walk around and go to a show, stay in a hotel. I want to go to San Francisco. I want to go to, they're saying Hong Kong. Okay, I'll go to Hong Kong. It's a sense of, I do like that kind of busy pace, but it's not necessarily a where I live. Some of you may be, but I feel like I'm visiting more than that. Okay, like I like to do those things, but I'm glad I don't live there. So you could have a totally different, you live in a very rural place, but you love to travel and you like to go to big cities with lots of stuff to do. I have a 3 of Wands. I have a Hermit. I have Strength. And I have a 5 of Pentacles. This feels like I have a story to tell. It's a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to say survivor, but it could be surviving some kind of medical issue, car crash, getting through something like most people don't have to get through. Could be you, could be them. I am on the other side. I fought it, like a breast cancer survivor or somebody who had to take care of their parents. And it was just really hard for a long time. I feel like I am, it's a story, okay, but it's a big part of you. It's a big part of who you are. It's a big part of, it could be their story. It could be somebody in this connection has kind of this big, difficult times. Okay. Those were really difficult years for me. Those were unbelievable. I don't know how I survived years. Okay. So we have a big story to tell. And I feel like it makes you all of them much more attractive to this person, or vice versa. Like, wow, I'm pretty impressed. You got through it. You're on the other side. You're not there today. So there is a part of me that I'm just going to say difficult days are behind you, something like that. I have the Sun. Yeah, let the sun come out. I do feel like I have been alone. I'm gonna go with that. I do feel like I needed that time alone. I don't mind being alone. I'm a little bit concerned that I enjoy my own company, maybe a little bit too much. And that's Prince in the background. If anybody wants to say hi to Prince. Prince, you want to say hi? No, you want to lay in the sun? Okay. They are loving this house. It has a ton of windows, and we open the windows so they can sit in the sills, and there's like all birds and woods all around. They're going crazy, my cats. 3 of Wands and the Sun. They just said, where will the future, it was like, where did the future take us? Where will the future take us is what the spirit guides just said. So I think that we both kind of daydream out loud with each other. Like, what is it that you would like? What is it that, in a perfect world, what is it that you want? You won the lottery. What would you do with the money? Right. So I feel like we have those kinds of conversations and we realize that we want the same things. That is huge. That sometimes you want similar things, but there could be one thing that's like off. And you're like, oh, I was really kind of hoping, but I'll live with it because they're a good person. No, you guys, I feel like you're like 2 peas in a pod, or cut from the same cloth, something like that. It's almost, they're saying remarkable. I have old-fashioned spirit guides. These words, remarkable, where did that come from? So it's remarkable that you want the same things. I love that. I have a Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're lucky. You are. I have a star. Look at these big cards. Hello. Hello, world. Wow. High Priestess. Look at these big cards. Huh? I mean, it's like the spread of goodwill. It's the spread of good luck. I mean, it's just your turn, your time, something like that. Look at these cards for a second. I mean, you have all these beautiful, big, major arcana cards that are just almost cementing for me this good news. Okay, this kind of happening energy. Your intuition, this new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, they just, wow. I mean, you guys know I read intuitively, and I talk to my spirit guides, and but if I was just a tarot reader and I wasn't a psychic, I'd be saying, okay, this is a good, this is a good spread. But it's more than that. It's more than that. For me, it's a confirmation. For me, it was this kind of wow moment. And it was you deserve this. You deserve this kind of love. I love it. I love it. It's a soulmate. I'm going to say confirming. I'm going to say confirming. A confirmation of a soulmate, with no mind games. Let's get some clues. Let's see what my clues are saying. Let's get some initials. Let's go a little bit closer. And I'm going to grab this little container with some dice, and those a couple more. Give these a little shake. I have a letter U, first initial, last initial, F, R, X, Q, R, F, Y, C, letter H, J, letter P, a V today, and I have a G. Okay, so maybe you have somebody in mind and those are connecting to you. All right, let's get a scoop of coins. Let's see what I did. Pack my magic scoop. Came to New Hampshire with me in my car with my 3 cats. It made it. It travels with me. It's been traveling with me for like 20 years. It just keeps coming. I haven't lost it. All right, let's see. Let's go over here and see what this. Let's see, I got someone's falling out. All right, I got lots of charms. Okay, good. I'm going to start with this peacock. He's kind of jumping out at me. I'm going to go with I'm proud to be with you. I'm going to go with I'm proud to introduce you to people. I can't wait for people to see you. I can't wait for people to see what they see us together. So I'm going to say, I like you being on my arm, something like that, or vice versa. So that could feel good. Maybe you make a beautiful couple, just maybe that's something people say. There's always that person who, they take a look at pictures of you and it's almost like you're meant to be together. You just look perfect together, or you look like you've been together forever. It could be something. I have an O. I have an A. Let's see if I have any other letters. I do have a snowflake. I feel like I struggle with the cold. I mean, I like snowflakes because they're unique, but I feel like I struggle with the cold. Like I'm either always cold, my feet, my hands. You get into bed and you're like, oh my God, your feet are freezing. So that could be you. That they pick up on that. But it's I struggle with being cold. I'm always looking for a sweatshirt. I always have socks on, things like that. I have a sailboat, but I don't feel like it's like going sailing. It feels more like just more of an energy to me of let the wind take us, like we're going to go in the direction that it's meant to go. Sailboat's going to go wherever the wind takes them. So there's a part of me that says, I'm not going to fight this. I'm just going to see where it takes us. I have a champagne bottle, so that's coming into me as it's time to celebrate. I definitely would feel that, but I feel like it's a milestone. It's our first year anniversary. It's our first 6 months together. It's a birthday. It's a big birthday. Somebody could have a big birthday coming up, 30, 40, 50, like one of those even numbers, one of those big even numbers. So that could be happening. I have a broom that's coming into me as they're saying a clean freak. All right, I'll take a clean freak. Okay, you could have somebody that likes things, they sweep after dinner. They are always, they run the vacuum real fast. They have a dust buster. But it's, I guess a clean freak is better than a slob. I mean, it just depends on how OCD they are. But there's somebody that could be you too. You could be a clean freak. And maybe they say that like, wow, your house is spotless, like that could scare them. Maybe they're going to be like, I'm afraid to take my shoes off. I do have a fairy tale, and I have 2 fairy tale castles. So I'm going to go with we both feel the same way as far as this is amazing. A dream come true. I feel like I'm living a dream. I feel like this is too good to be true. So I would say that we both feel the same way, and that's probably fun to even talk about. I have a number 9, September, possibly 9th of the month. I have a 7. So I'm going to go with July also, because we're heading into July. So July could be a big month for you. It could be lots of good news happening. I have a beautiful rose. They're saying rose-colored glasses. So I want to make sure that I'm seeing this person for the real person. It's just that sometimes you fall in love with somebody and people will say afterwards, did you see any red flags? And you say, I saw red flags, but I ignored them because I was just so into this person. So maybe it's a little bit of looking a little harder just in the beginning to make sure that everything's, what you want. And you're not going into it with this kind of rose-colored glasses, glossy-eyed, daydreamy energy, which is easy to do when you're with somebody that you really like being with. So maybe it's a little bit of just be careful. I do have a 4-leaf clover. That felt like I have a child. I have a son. Somebody has a son, and I also feel like I'm very lucky to have that. I'm fortunate. I'm like the best thing that ever happened to me. Energy is my children. So we could have children already, specifically a son. I have a measuring cup. Okay. So I'm a neat freak, and I measure everything. Measuring cup to me is baking, cooking. Maybe they're a good cook. Maybe you're a good cook. Maybe they are, they love to bake things. You love to bake things, especially in the winter. I have got cold fingers and toes, so I like to be home. There's a cozy energy coming in. So yeah, I like the balance that this connection has of, I like to be home and, you know, cook a Sunday dinner as much as I'd like to go away for the weekend and walk around downtown New York, you know. So I kind of like the contrast if I could do both and be happy with both, but I'm not like one or the other. Okay, so, but you both like the same things. And so you both are going to decide, yeah, like that sounds like fun. Let's go do that. I do have a diamond. So for some of you, could be a commitment. I have red lipstick. So I love your lips. I can't wait to kiss your lips. No mind games, very emotional, beautiful couple. So we've got this, I don't know, just a great energy today, don't we? I have a seashell. I'm just asking. They're using the word repetition for me, and I'm asking them why. And when you look at a seashell, it has a pattern, right? So it's, if you look at it, it's, you know, like the pattern repeats, you know, the lines repeat. So there could be something that you say to yourself along the lines of, I just can't put myself in the same situation as I was in. I'll never go back. I'll never do that again. So you're just consumed, or you're upset, or you're thinking, I can't repeat the same patterns. You've learned and you're in a better place and you're smarter, and everybody's different. And just because somebody in your past wasn't what you needed doesn't mean that this isn't what you need. Okay, so I get the I keep picking the wrong ones, but you do pick different people at different times in your life, depending on the stage of life that you're in. They just said milestone again. So how many of you are coming up on a milestone? Put in the comments. I'm going to be 60 in August. When did that happen? I feel like I just turned 16, but and got my license. The big milestone. So this could be on or around a milestone for you or them. That's come in a couple of times. Let's go back to this screen for a second, and let's see what some final messages are. And right now, I like that they answered our question about, you know, how will I know that this is a soulmate? I think that they've given us a lot of very specific ways that we would know. Very intimate, they said. Very emotional. We like the same things. 2 peas in a pod. Lot of reasons. When I miss you when I look at photos of you. So how about the person who, if we're not together every day and you're on my phone, it's like, oh, I want to see you tonight. I can't, you know, I got to wait till tomorrow night to see you. Seems like a long way away, you know. So it could be as simple as that. It could be I go to work and I miss you. Can't wait to run home and be with you. I must confess that I am in love with you. Definitely confessions. Okay. Admitting. I have been burdened with guilt and regret. So maybe they help you let go of some of that. Maybe there's a situation going on in your life, you know, something with your family or work, or something that you wish that you did differently or said differently. No regrets, of course. We don't want to regret our past. But sometimes there's things that we've done in our life that we're not proud of. Doesn't mean you're a serial killer. But forgive yourself. Okay. And just don't do it again. Right. You know, it's like, you know, I think that if we don't have some of those things in our life, then nobody's perfect. But don't make you feel guilty about it. I regret not taking action sooner. I don't want this person to be the person that waited too long to get to know you. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like they don't want to lose the opportunity, if anything. I feel like they don't want to let you get away. They don't want you to be the one that got away. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I regret. It could be a regret from somebody in your past, a relationship that ended because of bad decisions. So, you know, sometimes you go through those things and you realize that what's really important is the one person that's right in front of you. So, you know, but we all have to learn lessons, but no regrets. And destiny will help us find each other. So if I haven't found this person yet, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep believing, keep trusting. And there's destiny is always at work. So I'm going to put this out to the universe for you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited to be back and set up in my house here at the lake. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hit that like and subscribe button. Claim it, own it. It's yours. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website in the description below. My schedule will be opening up heading into next week, I believe. I'm doing some recorded readings right now, so you can check that out. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And I did. I thought it was a great reading for you. I thought I was like, there was a lot going on here, and I'm really excited for you. Confirming a soulmate. I loved that. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.